Hi, and welcome to a Hero Arts video. In this tutorial, I'll show you the technique of kissing with stamping. There's two ways of kissing with stamping. You can have an ink stamped and an uninked stamped and kiss them together, or you can kiss two ink stamps together. This first card example shows the effect of touching two ink surfaces together. So I'll start with my flourish and from definition, ink them together and touch and stamp onto my paper. So I'm going to start off with soft leaf shadow ink. You can use any type of ink you want with these. You can use distress inks or pigment inks, but I'm just going to use my soft shadow ink and just make sure I get my surface really well covered. And then I'll use a chalk ink in a darker color, and I'll use latte chalk ink, and I'll go ahead and ink up my definition and make sure I go ahead and cover the whole surface just to make sure I don't miss anything. And now I'll kiss these two surfaces together. And you just want to line them up and go ahead and press. I like to walk my fingers around a little bit just to make sure that I get good pressure on every point. So now you can see the definition is into the flourish. And all I need to do now is stamp it on my cut tag, and it's a Tim Holtz tag. And I'll just go ahead and line it up and press. Now once I lift my stamp up, I'll show you the image up closer, and you can see the words are backwards, but now you have words in your flourish. And here's an up-close look again at the detail of the stamped image on the card. And now I'll show you the effects of using one inked stamp and one uninked stamp together to remove the ink from the one surface. So for this card, I'm starting off with a solid type image and a detail image. I'm going to ink up the solid image with soft pool shadow ink. And for this, I want to make sure that I get really good coverage on my stamp so that it gives a nice, strong appearance. So just keep tapping your ink pad all over the stamp until you have it really well covered and really full of ink. I like to go back over to make sure that I remove any lines and make sure it's all smooth and ready to go. Okay, once you have that covered, go ahead and put your ink away. Now the other clean surface, we're just going to set this on top. And make sure you place your hand so that you don't move it or slide, and just go ahead and press it together. Okay, now you can release the stamps from each other, and now you can see the little daisy pattern in the flourish. And now it's ready to stamp onto our paper. Since I'm using a large stamp, I decided to do something new, and what I've done is I've put my tag onto my stamping plate with just a little bit of adhesive. I'm just going to go ahead and press this onto my stamp, and then I can walk my fingers around. And this way it keeps my work surface clean, and I know that I get good pressure all over the tag. And there we have it. And you'll see the little dots of ink with the shadow ink. Those will go ahead and blend into the paper when it's all done. So just go ahead and release the tag from the stamp press, and now it's ready to be made into a card. And here's another up-close look at the detail of this effect. It looks like a soft batik, and I just added some flowers and a message. And here's both cards again together. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial on kissing with stamping. Thanks for watching.